Okay. Good morning. Good morning. So hopefully you're all here and ready to rock and roll today. We've got a lot of things to go through. We'll just wait for a second or two to people get connected. And hopefully we'll have a good morning. If you've got some good questions, we'll get them answered. We've got some things to bring you up to date with. And obviously we're going to go through a couple of the processes, what's going to happen this next week. Of course, our concern is the round robin, getting people into the round robin. And we're going to walk through that. We're going to also walk you through some of the new sites that we've already put up this week. So hopefully you're all having an awesome week and getting ready for a great weekend. Those who have already started the weekend and having a good blessing, I hope you have a great time. So for those of you who don't know me, the players coming on the call, my name's David Cutler. I'm actually COO of the company. So got my sidekick here, Justin, who's going to be helping me with my technical and answering the questions. We usually do this call. He actually is my son, so very proud of him. And it's good to do this call together on Saturdays. We kind of have fun with you guys on here. So we're going to get started right away. We're going to talk about this upcoming show. So I'm going to do a screen share here. And we're going to go to the whiteboard, another whiteboard in a while, and we're going to do some stuff in here talking about the round robin. So we'll have a little bit of fun here this morning, going through some things. And then once we get that all sorted out, then we would be hopefully ready to go. So I switched cameras today. So want to make sure I've got everything I need. So let's share. Just can you give me a thumbs up and let me know we're in good shape?
Yep, we can see it.
Excellent, excellent. So we're going to start off first of all, guys, by going through a couple of things. We've had some new, excuse me, some new images. For those of you who don't know, I've been pretty sick. I've actually had a day this week at the hospital, but they're getting through this pneumonia and other stuff I've got in my chest. So if I keep coughing, I do apologize. And thank you guys all for your prayers. But let's go to this first of all. What we're going to do is we're going to go over to the Avazoo.com website. You would notice that we have made some changes on here. Those of you who have visited this week, we said to you, we shared that the percentage of sign-up process had gone down, and we felt that from the new website, one of the reasons it had gone down is we'd lost some data, the information, credibility we thought that would add to it. We had not had Hans and Jay up, and we'd not had Rashad on there. So what we've done is made some changes. We tried this in a couple of different places. So if you are visiting, you're going to see this here is also going to be disappearing. So that's going to be going. That's going to be removed into another place, another location. And this is going to talk about the money. What had happened was we had found out that people weren't clicking on these links. They didn't notice it. So we added this here, and we found out in the last 2 days, these people are now starting to open the links. When you saw it on a mobile device, what was happening was it didn't, even though it said down here, click here to learn more, people weren't really seeing it. So we've made this more obvious, and we're going to make it even more obvious that it opens up. Again, excuse me. Then it comes down into here. We talk about Dr. Hans Reinisch and his history. There will be a click button on here to take him inside so they can find out more about him into the link. And then there's going to be Rashad here, which takes him through a click through over into here. So there's a little bit more credibility about that. Then we brought up the testimonials, which is you guys. So thank you very, very much. We brought your testimonials up higher so that people could see what was going on right here. So people could read through it. This is where we're going to take this out and do a video. What we ask for is for those of you who are testimonials, if you'd like to do a video with us, to notify us and let us know. The director for the movie and God, I can't think what it's called. The documentary, sorry about that, case. The documentary, we would be using the same testimonials, meaning you guys talking about the program, because you've been here now for a couple of years. So we're going to put next to this a video here where people have the chance to say, excuse me 1 second, guys. I really do apologize. It's just sometimes when you get talking in the morning, it creates some build-up. So I do apologize. Anyways, after that, there's going to be another statement we're going to put down here to watch the video. The video was too far down. What we've found already, the increase from the new site changing, we've had the best week of ticket signing up for over a month. So by doing these changes, automatically it's happened. We also have done the same thing on our own landing page. So if it's your own landing page, you come up here, you will find now that it's got Hans on here, and we're going to split this up a little bit. We're going to change it so it's slightly different, but by bringing the testimonials up, we've also removed some of the stuff, and we most probably will remove a little bit more. This is where they will sign in. All this at the bottom is going to be taken out. And this is where they sign up from your page, from here, taking your referral code over to the main site. So that is being done. One of the things what we are going to do is we're going to break it up so it's got a little bit different. So they look slightly different. So we're going to change one or two of these images as well. So some different looks on different approaches. So that will be the Hans one section. And then this one here. Now, these will be up in the CRC Center. So you guys can use these. We also got some other ones we're going to share with you that you're going to be able to use as well. But they will be on there. Additionally to that, once I can find Tom, we've got this one, which I'm not sure if you guys already know who that is, but that's Mr. Nobel from the Nobel Prize. That's actually, Hans works with his son now. I actually think Mr. Nobel had passed away. I'm not sure 100%, but bottom line to this, he is now working with his son with a Nobel Prize, and our name is in the hat that we can potentially have the opportunity for that. Additionally to that one, this is one of the banners that's going to go up at the show. So this will be in the CRC Center, so you guys can do that. You guys have done a great job this week bringing together a lot of different banners and stuff. So that one's going to be along one of the walls on our booth. And then additionally on top of that, we have got this one here, which will be something that we can do. So if you want to have a quick look at that, it's partnered with Avazoo. There's no cost licensing or collections or commitment, no responsibilities, no customer service, etc., etc. Revenue stream of 5% and up to $3 million in the prizes. So then we talk about corporate associate program, co-branding, and obviously the nonprofit. So we broke this down. So this is all available. Additionally to that, guys, all of the new sites now are all established. I'm going to take you to the AAP one to give you a walkthrough of the AAP. When you share that banner now inside the app, this goes over to the AAP. It brings forward your code. So you can see here, this was mine. So let's take you back to the top. Oh, actually, this is the company one. So let me go over to here. So there's the AAP. So your image will be here at the top. You can see we've tightened the space up, so it's made it a little bit easier. When you come down to the bottom here, the new form is completed. It'll have your code on there. There's my code, my referral. Okay, that automatically transfers from the banner, from when you post it inside the app, it transfers all the way across to right over to the sign-up sheet and obviously into the payment as well. So they're putting their name, company name, email address, mobile phone. We split up the different addresses because we had the state and the province and the postcode, which was creating a few problems. How many retail stores you have, please note, in order to qualify, the following are necessary. All three items. You have to upload a license. You have to upload an image of your business outside. You have to upload a business from the outside, from the inside. We have an AI program that identifies it. It takes this information. It then goes out onto Google, does the check-in, make sure everything is correct. And what will happen is as soon as you hit submit, this will go off and send an email and an instant email coming back to people saying, thank you for your submission. We'll reach out to you as soon as you're approved or denied. Then within a few hours, they'll receive an email if they're approved saying, congratulations, everything checks out. Here is your information that goes out. The information, what they will receive is the first email is kind of very, very simple. It's straight to the point, and it is, don't know if you can see that or not. You have been approved for the Avazoo Executive AAP program. Please click the voucher link below and register for your promotional $100 ticket. So it has to go through and it explains it. This is code written here to show a paragraph. Then it's been healthy regulated, blah, blah, explains about the KYC that the store has to do. And then from there on inwards, it's got YouTube's what to do next, the videos, etc., etc. This is now 100% operational. So if any of you, I know Kelly's got some promotional stuff going. I know Elias has got some promotional stuff going around the world. This is actually operational today, up, going, tested during the week. So we've had a great week making everything automatic. So we're kind of very, very happy where that sits. So bottom line to do this, guys, we've got the show coming up, which I think you're aware of. We have our booth all set up, our space all set up, what we're doing in there. And if everything goes as planned, we will be off to India this week. We will be heading out on, I think it's Thursday. Some people leave and the other people leave on Friday. We have a team out there. Nigel's going to be out there. Paul's going to be out there from the UK. Obviously, myself, I'm flying out. And then we have Mustafa, who does all of our banners. Additionally, guys, this upcoming week, there's going to be a lot of changes in the CRC. We are now gradually getting caught up with things. So now we need to have our punch list taken care of. And once that's all done, then we can start working on what I call version 2.2. So it's a pretty exciting week where we're at, guys, and what's going on. Again, the big concern we've all got is the round robin. The time frame is now, we're on the 15th. That means, I think there's 30 days in April, if I remember rightly. That means that we will only have another 15 days to get anybody signed up to get into the round robin. Now, some of the concerns have come. I have received an email already stating that, whoops, something happened. I wasn't able, I forgot, whatever the reason was. You know, they were able, they missed a day, they didn't post. All we're asking you to do, and I'll go back to it and show you, and then we're going to go over to the round robin to the whiteboard. But we've got you covered if you listen to what I had shared with you on Wednesday's call. So let me go back to my screen one more time, and let me share this with volume and make sure you understand. So for those of you who want to be in the round robin, if you don't, you don't. If you do, then great. If you don't, then I'm really, really concerned. Let me get this started. I'm really, really concerned that you guys are missing out this whole concept. You know, this is totally free. There's no cost to you. You're not paying a monthly fee. You're not doing anything. You're just participating in a program. The only thing you have to do is whatever your requirements are for your program. If you're a distributor, you have to do X amount to participate. If you're not and you're only a player, there's nothing you have to do. But once you open up the app, close program, wait for the program. Once you open up the app in here or on your phone, this is a BlueStack, this is Emulator, you have to post each week. Now, when it started off on week 1, you had to post 2 banners in two of the banners that scroll across the top. You're doing this for yourself. You're not doing this for our company, but you are because you're doing it because you're getting free entries. You got to post any one of the 2 banners, okay, or the banners you want in here. You post them banners up to either Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or LinkedIn. Now, we have 2 people right now are working. 2 of the tech guys are trying to come up to a list of other social sites you can do. Somebody asked that question last week, and we started working on that already to see what we can do. But at the current time, you have to have 1 of these accounts or 2 of these accounts or 3 or 4. What we need you to do is post 2 banners to that account this next week. Inside here, there's a couple of banners, and Justin, that one I know is the AAP. Do we know which other one is?
That one as well.
Okay. This week coming, guys, this will be also the corporate banners, and they will also be, we've been focusing on the banners for the show, which we needed to do, but this week coming, there'll be some new banners coming in here, which talk about the corporate about the sponsorship, and then you will post them just by clicking on the button and putting 2 or 3 different sites, post to them. Remember, that is tied together to your referral code, to your phone, to your app. So anything comes out of it, sponsor. If a sponsor comes along and decides they want to sponsor, you get paid a referral bonus for a sponsor, and it's the highest as $25,000. So please make sure you read up on the corporate sponsorship program, or if it's co-branding, obviously the co-branding, you benefit from that as well. So you need to post twice a day. It's simple. You pick the banner you want to post, you click share, and then what we ask you to do is to make sure that you write some kind of a sentence. It's not just posting. We are trying to find out if that we're testing our system and you're going up and beyond. By going up and beyond, we can then award you into the round robin. So where it says say something, it needs to have a sentence or a paragraph. Right now for this morning, because of typing time, I'm just going to say, hi, team. That's what I'm going to do. But you need to write a sentence or a paragraph. You can post that inside your inside the CRC. You can take a screenshot of it. You can post it afterwards. And once that's posted, it's now up on your Facebook page. Okay, that is once. You need to do that twice if it's on 2 banners and 2 postings for week 1. Week 1 now is, I think, over already, Justin. It's week 1. We're in week 2, aren't we? So in week 2, you have to post 3 times. So 3 banners, you have to go to 2 sites. 3 banners to 2 sites. And then next week, it'll be 4 banners to 2 sites. So if you missed something halfway through the first week, it doesn't matter because you can pick it up this week. You can pick it up by posting this week. So each week, the only difference is now instead of doing 2, you would need to do 3 banners. You have to attend the Saturday show, which is this what we're on now, and you have to attend the Wednesday one. If you're unable to attend it, then you can watch it up to 24 hours afterwards, and that's by going over to the site, and you'll have a keyword that you put in so we know that you watch it. Talking about keywords, the first keyword for today to get the 100 free entries is golden. Justin, do you want to put that in the site as well? So yes. That is golden is the first word, and Justin will put that in there. We'll give you the second word here shortly. So guys, the round robin is your, I mean, to be honest with you, it's your retirement fund. I don't know how else to better to say. It is something that is not, it's not unique to anybody, or it's unique to us. It's not common to anybody else. It allows you to get into the round robin, and all of the people that are coming in, what we're calling orphans, because they're just coming from different advertisements that were started already. They've got to fall under somebody. The way our system's designed, they have to be placed. Every time somebody comes into the system, what's going to happen is they are going to fall under somebody. Why would they not want to fall under you? There's 15 free entries you get from each one of them. And if it's the winning ticket, they win $1 billion, then you receive that bonus. And if only win a second prize, then you receive the bonus there. You don't have to do anything apart from the work this week. And it allows us to go back to everybody and say, hey, congratulations, you've got done with what we wanted you to do, which is go up and beyond. Now, the other thing what we want you to do is when you go over to the supporters link, so you've got to come into here each day, and this is really helping so much. We're getting some results from this on knowing exactly what we can do with videos. If you guys study numbers, this is very, very, very important. So what's happening is the second part of the posting is pick one of the videos or more. You can do as many as you want to get the entries. So you can click on this, and then it opens up for you, and it goes over to the video. You can do unlimited amount of comments you want to, but what's happening is you can see that we've increased the amount of views, which is great, but we're also getting the comments, and the comments have gone to 150, which is allowing us to use that so that we can then help drive the traffic, new traffic, because YouTube's they go by views and they go by comments. So if there's comments in it, that brings the sites up, the pages up. And then when people are going over to look for Avazoo, what's happening is now we're getting more traffic coming from Avazoo YouTube channels. So guys, what you're doing is working. That means you're going up and beyond to help us. And we're very, very happy where we are. So guys, please continue doing it. But don't worry if you are not capable right now of, or not, if you've missed once or you slipped up this week, even at the last week, then it would be posting 4 banners and then going out and doing, I think it's two YouTube comments. If your commitment level is only for 1 week, but why would you not want to do that to get into the round robin? Now I'm going to switch over some cameras here, and I want to just quickly make sure everybody on here, because a lot of people still don't get the round robin for what the power it can do. So I just want to spend a quick minute on this, especially for all the new people. So let me switch over cameras, and I believe that camera should be the whiteboard. Is that the whiteboard, Just?
Yes.
Okay. So guys, what does the round robin, and let me know if you can hear me okay, Just. If I need to swap a microphone around or something like that, let me know.
Yes, so far so good. I actually wanted to ask a question real quick because we've had some comments already. With the Wednesday code word on the form, do you want to re-explain that for people?
Well, you know it better than I do, but what will happen is in this call, we are going to mention something that we are going to, so when we post the video goes up on YouTube, and there's a description. In that description, it has the form. Inside the form, there will be a third word. Today, there's 2 words, Golden Knights. Now, there'll be something that we mentioned throughout today that we will use as either a word or something, a phrase. That then is what the person would look for inside, because obviously people that have got the 2 words from today, they could go and watch the video, but their friend could send them the 2 words, and they don't even have to watch what we just talked about. So the object is that they have to go and watch the video, and in the video, they'll get the 3rd word from the question. So the question could be on the video, did Dave ever stop coughing? Whatever the question is. And that question is the 3rd word they put on their form, so we know that they've been and watched it. These are for people that have, the 100 entries today, or whatever we ever give on the live, it's always half on the replay. So if it's 100 entries today, so somebody goes in next week and watches the video why it's available, and they put in that 3rd word, they will get half the amount of entries. It could be a phrase that what we talk about at the beginning, or it could be something we talk about at the end. But the objective is to get the person to watch the video so they know what's going on. And that's how it works. So the 3rd word will come out of something that we have done. We don't announce it on this call. We do it after the call. We write the question up on the form. And then as they listen to the presentation, they should be able to find the question. Is that what you wanted me to say, Just?
Yes, perfect. Thanks for explaining that.
Anything do you want to add to that?
No, I think we're good. I'll let you know if something else comes up.
Okay. Can you see the whiteboard okay?
Yes.
Okay. Guys, think about the round robin as a funnel. And there's people all over the world, wherever they are, okay? And they find out about Avazoo. And as they find out about Avazoo, they decide to sign up. And as they come into the round robin, they've got to come down to this cog. Okay, this is a wheel. And it's spinning around and around. And whether you're number 1, 2, whatever number, we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When that first one comes in, it goes to this. Let's say that's you. You get that first person. Okay, that person comes in, it's going to give 15 free entries and the possibility of winning a referral bonus, 1st or 2nd prize. Now, the more that come in, the more this spins. Every time it spins and goes around, it drops another orphan to you. Each time he does it. That's the round robin. It's a simple process that we wrote the code. It's been used for another company. We wrote it for Avazoo. It's been about 2 years putting it together, testing it. Another company's using it, a friend of mine, that we've let him use it. It is killing for him. He's making a killing with the people. They love it. There's no work, nothing you have to do. You just have to qualify to get into the round robin. There's no qualification now. There is called helping. What this is that you are posting something. The regulators cut it off. The regulators cut. There was an opportunity twice to get into the round robin. He's turned the round robin off as such, but he has left open that we, myself and the team, can go and put people in who have gone up and beyond to get us to succeed. So what you're doing by doing the postings, what you're doing by adding the banners up, we're testing all these new websites, all these forms, because of the big different marketing campaign. We got 10 million emails already started. We've got email campaigns going out right now this morning, or in the process of going out today. These are going out to different corporations all around the world for the AAP program. Now, if they go and check on us and they see different postings that you guys have done, that helps us get an AAP program. We just got one that's got 6,000 machines, that 3,000 of them are inside inside different McDonald's around the world. It's a game that people play, and they sit on this electronic game, and it's in 3,000 locations in McDonald's. They have 3,000 locations in different businesses, restaurants. That means there's 6,000. If there's only one person they play the game, then they have an average of 18 people. 18 people are going to sit on these games and play each day. Times 6,000, see a banner about our program to buy a ticket. Folks, that is huge. That's the 6,000 locations times the eyeballs. It's a number game that people will buy a ticket. What we're doing with the email campaign is exactly the same. The difference is, and it's on corporate, it's on sponsorship, it's on everything. That person that comes along to sign up can fall under you. Okay? If you're in the round robin, remember, they all got to come in. So when that email goes out, they fill in the form. A few hours later, if they get approved, that's it. They get the referral code. All of a sudden, that person comes along, and now, instead of being that, you just got this person, and that's an AAP program. AAP. It didn't cost you anything at all. All of a sudden, he's got now, you're not getting the one with the 6,000, but he could also have 6,000 stores. That's 6,000 stores are selling tickets, and every time they sell a ticket, you match. You get the 15 free entries, they get 15 free entries. If they win a referral bonus, you win a referral bonus. So the object is to get into the round robin. We've opened it up until the end of the month. Well, we're starting to do this final shift in the marketing. And, we've got TikTok ads starting. We haven't started them yet. We had some issues this week and everything ready for the show in India. But we've got TikTok. We've got Facebook ads. Our SEO work is starting to push things naturally. They are all orphans. They have to come somewhere. So if it's a corporate account and somebody wants to buy 10,000 tickets, they could fall directly underneath you, which means them 10,000 tickets give you 15 entries each time. Some of you on the call, some of you that get into the round robin, at the end of the day, could have tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of entries. It does not change your odds of winning. What it does do is change your probability of winning. Somebody that lands some big accounts through the round robin I can't guarantee it, because it's still a 1 in 3 chance of winning the cash prize. The odds don't change. However, if you've got 10,000 or 20,000 or 30,000 entries, just imagine what that would be like if you've done a lottery right now today. You go out and buy 20,000 lottery tickets for tonight, you're going to win something, okay? You're not going to blank everything. In theory, in mathematical, you could, obviously, but in reality, you're going to win something. So, guys, the round robin is so powerful, but what's so cool is we've opened it up even for new people. So if you have got somebody that is thinking about buying a ticket, get them to buy the ticket. Get them to where you are right now so that they can go out and do the same thing and be in the round robin. It's 2 weeks. Okay, our payment system works all around. There are certain banks that doesn't accept it, or them banks are not up to today's technology, but our payment system works. It's been working now all the month of March. We've tested it. We've gone through it multiple times. We're still testing. Our NFT, there was a problem with the mother wallet in certain locations, depending what wallet. That's been fixed. So you've got no issues now going out to anybody to sign up to get into it. So if you want somebody and they were going to get a ticket sooner or later down the road, this is when you want to get them in, because if they post, they have the same opportunity. One of the things I try always to do is make it a fair playing field for everybody. If somebody comes in new, there's no reason why they shouldn't be at the same opportunity as you if they're doing the same effort as you. So if they're posting, they have the opportunity to do it. So if you have a friend, a relative, or somebody that you've signed up that has not made their payment, go and get them to make the payment. Once they are an official ticket holder, which you guys are, and once you're an official ticket holder, you can participate in this. And we're on the 15th of April, which means we've only got 2 more weeks to go before we close it down. So guys, really think about that. That's number one. Number two, we have a referral program. Sorry, not a referral, a reward program that is very, very unique. Okay. What it basically does is the top 1,000 people who have sold the most tickets, whoever that is, if you're number one, first place, you're going to receive $1 million. That's $1 million bonus. So if you don't hit it in the main raffle, there's a second opportunity. How complicated is it to understand? Well, if you're in the round robin and you got this person that's got 6,000 locations or 10,000 locations, and they're selling tickets, they're counting towards you because you bought it in. Okay, and that's what we done was and said with a store, we would match that. So if you guys get into the round robin and all of a sudden these come in and you've got stores out there, you could possibly be the one which sells the most tickets, because the store receives, if it's the winning ticket, the store receives the $3 million, right? But if you sell the most tickets, then what happens is you would be number one, you get $1 million. However, there's 1,000 positions in this reward program, which means somewhere between number one and number 1,000, there is every single prize, cash prize on every level. They get smaller and smaller and smaller. However, we've taken the 1 in 3 chance, exactly the same as the odds. We're taking 1 in 3, in other words, a third of the 1,000 in the reward program, and we've attached a prize to different numbers. They're random numbers. They could be 224. They could be 616. Each one of those numbers, that 1/3 of them, have something special. Anything from a motorcycle to a student grant to a house to vacation to going around the world for a cruise ship. There's just multiple different things. Hygiene packets, so that for each month you get a hygiene packet come, a food package. So if you come in number 777, I'm not sure if that's the number, but you would ring the cash prize, and then additional to the cash prize, you would get this whatever number 777 is. And it could be a new motorcycle, it could be a new car, whatever. So we've made it so it's random for everybody to do. That reward program is going to be a lot easier to accomplish if you're inside the round robin. If you're not inside the round robin and you still have your own avenues to go out and get large accounts, obviously it doesn't make a difference. But by going and doing these postings, you're helping the company. We couldn't get here without you. We want to thank you. But it allows us to report back to the regulator, that, hey, these people have gone up and beyond. They've been on our calls with us. They've been posting. They've been testing for us. They've been doing everything. And then we can grant you a position into the round robin. Just, is there any questions while I'm up here at the whiteboard?
Nothing in particular to that subject. We do have some questions, but maybe you want to wait until we open up the Q&A.
We'll start the questions. If we've got caught up, we're good.
Okay, perfect. All right, I would like to start with the ones on the forum first, since they came in earlier, if that's okay.
Okay.
We just have a couple. All right, so they're actually just technical questions. The first one says, when I go to Facebook or LinkedIn and I want to post a banner, it doesn't allow me to do so. How am I able to fix this?
Okay, do you want to answer that question? Because you are in the tech side and you hear more than I do, and I can allow myself to have an inhale while you answer that question.
Yeah, sure. So the question is, when I go to Facebook or LinkedIn and I want to post a banner, it doesn't allow me to do so. So we would essentially start with some troubleshooting first to find out what could be causing it. The best thing to do at this point is to log out of the Avazoo app or uninstall it completely, reinstall it, and do so also on social media. Uninstall Facebook or log out of Facebook, log out of LinkedIn, any platform that you're having this issue on. Re-sign back in basically and try to post a banner then. If it's still continuing to cause that issue, reach out to our support. We'll try to walk you through maybe what could be causing it. It could be a location setting that could be turned off. It could be a couple other things. So we kind of want to just do some basic troubleshooting.
We pretty well fix majority of the people when you guys call in and we know you've got a problem. Majority of the people we can fix. There is always one problem that is out there, and that is, well, actually, there's two problems: an old device, and number two, your internet speed. When I went, I think most of you know, I just recently went to London for a trade show, and the guys were in Germany. And while I was there, it just so happened it had come up. It had been my 10th year anniversary, and my wife and I went off to Egypt, that we absolutely loved, and I recommend that to anybody if you have the opportunity to go and do that. Put it on your bucket list. But I saw a different side of the internet connection. Living in the US and traveling to major cities, it seems like we've always got pretty good internet. After going into Egypt, which is, I can't say a third world country, and I certainly know it's not, New York, Manhattan. However, the internet was so bad that we've heard for the last couple of years, and when I come back, I shared it on the first call. I said, guys, we've been telling people that everything works, and we're 100% accurate in that statement about loading and stuff. But I said, but the difference is they're also 100% right, because the internet's not connecting. At one particular time, it took over 2 minutes for the banners to show up on the phone. Now, I'm using phone data, not connected to Wi-Fi, as we were traveling through Egypt. And it took 2 minutes for the banners to show up. So if somebody didn't know the banners were there, then what's going to happen is that people are going to say it's not working. So my point being is, if you got an older device or the internet, when you go to post, you got to make sure that connection is working. But we can certainly troubleshoot it and work with you and come up with the answer the best we can. So remember, the first word so far on the call to get your 100 entries is golden. Golden. Next question, Just.
Okay, great. Let's see here. All right. So greetings from Saudi Arabia and Philippines. Currently, I am residing here in Saudi Arabia since I am working in this country. However, I am a citizen of the Philippines. My question is, if I am registered in the Avazoo dashboard, but I am not able to purchase a raffle ticket, although I gathered a total amount of 1,700 free entries as of now, I'm more than willing to send the proper amount to purchase a ticket to be a part of this event. So I guess his question is, because he's residing in a different country than what he's signed up as, can he still purchase a ticket?
Right. So he can purchase it's like somebody in the US. If you have not got a promotional ticket, and the Philippines makes it challenging for you, because we are trying to work, just so you understand what we're trying to do in the Philippines. We are licensed out of the Philippines, and it created a tax liability. And because the taxes in the Philippines are higher than what they are in some countries, we'd have to pay taxes on all those tickets. So because we're licensed from there, so it's made it a little challenging. Even though we're in a free zone, there still could be this challenge of tax liability. Gigi, who is the CEO of Avazoo, who works directly with Cesar, the government, they are trying to work out how to get around this. And I'm sure they will most probably eventually get it worked out. That's the reason we don't sell tickets in the Philippines, because of a tax liability that could take a lot of money away from what we're trying to do to help. However, you can live in a country that is illegal for ticket purchase, and you can travel outside that country and you can purchase that ticket because you're under that jurisdiction law. So you can purchase, like when you go, the next time you go fly home or you do whatever, when you're sitting at the airport, go ahead and just buy your ticket, or wherever you are, that country. You can purchase your ticket at that time, because of the IP address that will come up will allow you to go and make the purchase. And then under an affidavit at the end of the day, if you're the winner, you'll turn around and just say, yep, I purchased it when I was in Saudi Arabia or wherever you was flying, or anybody. And at that time, you can prove you're there, meaning you had a ticket there or hotel room there. Then all of a sudden, you're a winner and you're not part of the Philippines. Philippines, even though it's illegal at the moment, or not illegal, wrong word. We don't allow ticket sales out of the Philippines. So yes, anybody, if you're in a restricted country and you're traveling, you're away on a cruise, you're going to see friends, any one of them countries you're in, as long as it's not restricted, you can purchase a ticket, because the ticket is done under jurisdiction of purchase. The way the purchase comes up is the IP address from your device when you connect to make the payment, and that's how it's designed. So yes, you can buy that as long as you're outside the Philippines, and you would not lose any of them free entries.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Next question is from Scott. He actually wants to know, where do we let you know if we're interested in doing a video?
But what we've been doing is Sylvia has been collecting the information. So reach out to Sylvia, and then she sends it to me direct, like the people that testing for money, and then she sends it directly to me. So put it in the CRC, contact Sylvia or Daniel, and then they will send it directly to us. If you don't reach them by some reason, just get me in the CRC center. But anybody that wants to participate, the movie, I can't really get into everything right now because we're waiting for all the attorneys to sign off the paperwork, but we've already got the movie kind of laid out. I'm not a movie guy as in a director, so I'm not sure exactly how it's done, but I'm kind of getting a little gift. The producer most probably will be ready to talk to us, I would think, by June, which will be an outline of the movie. Then he'll go into production pretty quickly after that. There's no point in going into production with a movie knowing the raffle itself won't be taking place. So there's going to be a little timing there. We got to judge correctly. But you guys coming along who want to be testimonials, or just somebody, wrong perhaps word, testimony, you want to be a brother and sister, somebody that has been here, seen the growth of this, go on and talk to somebody on and say, hey, listen, if this was a scam, they would have already took us for money 10 years ago, and we've only just released ticket sales. We've never taken any money from anybody until this year. It's pretty crazy. And we funded this all individually, from people that work with the company, and it's been an amazing journey to get here. So guys, if this was a scam, and I say it again and again, why would we not been selling tickets 10 years ago or 12 years ago or 15 years ago? So we've done this by the book. We've crossed the T's, dotted the I's, got the licenses, met with different people around the world to make sure that everything is up and up and beyond what it should be. So we are very, very cautious with our regulator. We do things, there's no gray line with us. We'll tell you up front if we make a mistake, and as you go forward, we will always tell you what's going on. So the people that have seen this are the perfect testimonials to be on the website. When somebody goes over to the website and says, what is this? It looks like a sophisticated scam. Listening and looking at, say, Hans or any one of the celebrities we got coming on board, and we do have some pretty high profile celebrities. People believe from people they know, which is like yourselves. So yes, if any of you feel that you want to go and say a piece, and then also the movie and the documentary will be, we'll do that same piece where they can use some information. So if you go to a green room, or if you do it from home, then we'll ask you some certain questions that perhaps, or not perhaps, more than likely, you'll be used in the movie as well. So it's a great opportunity if you want to be on TV and tell the story. And guys, I tell all of you, don't go and sit there and tell glory things. This has been an uphill battle, okay? We've made mistakes. We've screwed up. I mean, we don't want all that. Let's tell you the way it is, because then there's no problem. If we tell you less and deliver more, that's a better way. If we tell you more and we screw up, then I come on here and tell you, we screwed up, guys. I'm sorry. I'll take it on the chin and I reward you. Well, we want you to be that honest on the recordings, on the video. Listen, if you think that Facebook was built and YouTube was built and FedEx was built and DSL, if you think they didn't have growing pains and the issues and the problems, but then relate this, people call it madness, that, hey, why do you keep doing this? Why do you keep spending money on this? All great things don't happen overnight unless you win $1 billion raffle or lottery. But guys, There are growing pains. You have them in every day of your life today. If your day went absolutely perfect today, well, tomorrow would be a letdown because something would happen. We have good days, we have bad days. It's the same with doing what we're doing. It's been challenging to get here. It's been exciting to get here. But you guys have been part of this journey. That's what makes it different. You've hung in there with us. That's why I've done everything I can and will continue to do everything I can to get you into the round robin. As long as that opportunity is there, I'm going to do what I can, because I know what's going to happen with some of the marketing campaigns. I've been testing for 10 years. I know what's going to happen out there. I know corporations are going to get in. And when this happens, again, excuse me, when this happens, they're going to fall in under somebody. And any one of those somebodies could be you. And any one of those orphans coming could be the winning jackpot prize. So if you don't win, then, hey, number one, your probability of winning is going to be higher because of the amount of free entries you have. But number one, if you don't win, somebody else does. Depending on how many you got, you can have 10,000 people, 20,000 people, even 100,000 people that have signed up under you, or even more, that have all give you these entries. And guys, be blessed, because that's what it's about. You've helped us. We haven't sugarcoated this. We told you the way it is, how it is, and we've done the best we can. That's all we're asked for. We put our faith in the Lord, and He directs us each day of what to do. And even though we have the bad days, we have the good days. So yes, if you want to be a testimony and talk about us, good, bad, or ugly, we'll take it. We're not asking you to pull any punches. Just be the way it is and tell people, hey, it's been challenging to get here. The journey we're doing, like I say, we will become the name just like Facebook. We'll be recognized like Facebook. It's just a matter of time. I believe that. I've been told that in visions, and other people have told me. So guys, we will get there. There's no doubt about it. And your help makes a big difference, and we thank you for that. Next, I'm sorry, just to go on, but it's important that if you are a testimony, you want to do it, we want you to tell us the truth, or tell the people the truth. Hey, we had problems, and if you feel that we didn't, they were just growing pains, then just tell them that, hey, what a great cause, what we're doing, how we're doing. But we want you to talk real. So Scott, yes, we'd love you to be part there, and also obviously have the opportunity to be part of the video. We've already got a couple of people from competitions that we've done, and we're going to go back to some competitions to get more movie stories. We had a game one, and we had some other stuff. That will all be coming back. Now we gradually caught up. By May 1st, all of the fun stuff inside the CRC we'll be doing. In fact, we got a birthday scheduled for somebody, I think it's May 4th, that we're going to be doing a posting where you guys can do the first posting of wishing somebody a happy birthday. Now, this particular person, her name is Beth. She's part of the team. She's may normally only get, I don't know how many birthday wishes she get, maybe 100 or 2. What we're going to do on May 4th is we're doing our first test where there'll be a banner in the CRC where you guys be able to click on that, wish her happy birthday. You get free entries for that, but she also gets free entries. Now, when we get to the stage where there's millions of people in here, she could very easily get 1 million birthday wishes on her social site. That not only will it be a Guinness Book record, but it will be something the world want to cover on TV. Next thing you'll see this flash on TV and say, so-and-so, part of a company, gets 1 million birthday wishes. Well, that's a story that hits the TV and how Avazoo, what we're doing. These are marketing designs that I put together over the years to create this excitement. So, guys, there's a lot going on. May 1st is when we gear off all the stuff in the CRC. And this month, there will be monthly bonus prizes at the end of this month because we have started marketing. So there will be some monthly bonus prizes going out this month for those of you that hold a $100 ticket or higher. $1,500 or the $2,500 ticket corporation. Monthly bonus prizes will happen this month. All right, next question, Just.
Okay. Can you invite Hans to one of the Saturday live streaming sessions? We would love to meet him.
We're doing better in that, and I don't know who asked that question. The problem is right now is in Budapest. Hans is let's go back and share with him a little bit. Guys, I'm going to give you the second word while I do, or just why don't you go and do the second word?
Sure.
Yeah. And if you're into hockey, you will love this. The second word is Knights. So it's Golden Knights. They are a Las Vegas hockey team, and they just won this week the division championship, and they're going on to the Stanley Cup. So if you like hockey, you will find Golden Knights is the word of this. And this week they literally just won the division championship, and they're moving on to the into the Stanley Cup. So if you like hockey, it's great. Right, let me show you here what Hans is. But Hans, there's a time difference for Saturday that makes it difficult for him. But I just want to show you what he's got going on right now. So tell me if you can see my screen, just because I swapped cameras.
Yes, we can.
Okay, so Hans sent me this. This might be a better middle picture, blah, blah, blah. So we've been talking Thursday. This is one of the concerts that he's doing right now. Some of the graphics and stuff he does. So don't ask me who the artist is. But he's out of Europe. I don't do that. This particular person here is that's Hans's crew doing a recording right now. Let me take you up a little bit better. There she is. She's 9 years old. This is his latest sign up. So obviously we're helping him share the word. And if you listen to her, if you play a piano, so that's Hans. I talk to him pretty well every day. So you guys know he's pretty amazing, but he has a very, very busy schedule. We've asked him to go on and do a green screen recording this week to say thank you to people. We will arrange. Hans, as the chairman, is so devoted. He used to be the CEO of the company years ago, and then he was blessed and found himself his new partner, his new wife, and he wanted to spend more time with his wife that he hadn't perhaps done with the first relationship, and he commits a lot of time to her, and she just had a bad motorcycle accident last year, so he spends a lot of time with her. But yes, because of the time difference, it does cause a problem where he is right now. He's in Austria, and he's doing a lot of stuff in Europe, so there's that 9-hour time difference. And by usually late in the evenings, he's pretty well done. But we have asked him to do a green screen where he's going to come in and say thank you to you guys. Come May, when everything kind of officially kicks now, he definitely will be involved. You'll see him on some of the talk shows. I think we've already got him scheduled for a Saturday, not Saturday Night Live, but one of the late night Jimmy's talk shows or something that Bill from NBC's already got him scheduled for. So he'll go on, and he's actually going to mentor Rashad, because Rashad is not yet as knowledgeable about everything as Hans has, because Hans has been here for more than a decade. But yes, he will definitely come on. It's just a matter of time. Next question, Just.
Okay. Is the minimum sales of 3 or 5 ticket referrals still an eligible alternative to qualifying for the round robin?
Yeah. So if you get both, then you, instead of the round robin coming around and dropping one person on you, it would drop 2. If you got the higher qualifications, like the double down, whatever you've done, they're all in place. So some of you will have the opportunity to get 7 drops every time. So if you max out this week on what you're doing and you maxed out on the other competitions, that means when it spins around to you on the round robin, it's going to stop and drop 7 different people on you, orphans, all at one time. So they come around, it's going to go bum, 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 7. Move on to the next one. Come around, 7. Bum, 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 bum. So yes, any of the previous competitions all count for your round robin. This is an up and above bonus for you. Next question.
Okay. Are we yet considering payments via Apple or iTunes gift card?
No, never will. Who asked that question?
That was Kem Morgan. Hopefully, I pronounced that correctly.
Hi, Ken. We won't. They would not look at this. They call this a gambling. An Apple, an iPhone, they would not associate to gambling. So that's a complete no, unless they change their rules and regulations down the road. There was an outside third party that one time we thought we may be able to connect to, but unfortunately we couldn't. Next question.
Okay. Next question is actually from the same individual. It says, how does one qualify for the round robin if the app won't recognize the GPS location or it doesn't display any of the banners for posting?
I've got to kind of first of all say to you that what country are you in? I'll ask what country they're in.
Okay.
If you could tell us what country you're in, that's the first thing I want to do, because there's a big difference than won't and waiting or connecting. So let me know what country you're in first so we can perhaps answer it. Come back, go to another question.
Okay, let me see here. All right, so 2 of my referrals paid for their tickets today. If I can get a third person to pay, will I be able to get in the round robin? We kind of already answered that, but
yep, the answer is yes. If anybody's got 3 people that paid up that was in the competition, which ended, I think, the middle of February, as long as they signed up originally at that time, then yes, that counts. You're in the round robin.
Perfect. Okay. Now, the next couple questions are kind of in the same subject. So the first one says, I have a Twitter account, but when I post the banners to Twitter, I don't get any free entries. This is happening ever since the promotion started.
This has happened ever since the promotion started. I don't know what they mean by the promotion. Are you on about this round robin promotion that we just started in the last 10 days? So answer that question. Did the other person ask what country they were from?
Let's see. Not yet. I don't see it in the chat yet.
Okay, please write what country you're from so we can answer your question in reference to that posting. The person that just asked that, there are certain countries that certain social environments look at, that they have to look under jurisdiction laws. So in certain places, however, I believe you've got the same problem, which is it's not connecting. I can't guarantee that, but I believe you're having the same issue that I had when I was in Egypt, that it just took a long time to connect. We are aware of this, and we have JC, an old person that used to work for us, which is a new person now, and they are working on bringing up different compression kits and stuff that they are doing to maximize the websites, the apps, and everything else. I've seen a difference already this week, but obviously it's going to take a little while to get everything up and going around the world. But I do know we're working on it after what I saw. However, what I want you all to do, if you're having that problem, find a fast speed internet, Wi-Fi, and connect and try and post again. But Twitter and Instagram and certain people, certain countries are blocked. It's not on our end. It is on the end of the provider. So, hopefully if you tell us, we might be able to help you out a little bit more. What's the next question, Justin?
Yeah, perfect. And there, like I said, there's a couple other questions kind of in that same subject where they said, my app only recognizes and tracks my Facebook posts, but the other social media I post on does not. How do I get recognized for the 4?
Right. So we did, and remember what we said was, I think you have to do, if you're old, meaning you started last week, then you've got 2, you got to post 2 banners, and there's 4, 5, 6 banners in there. So you got to post 2 on 2 of the social sites. If you started this week, you sign 3 banners on 2 of the social sites. So knowing there was some problems, instead of us saying you got to post on every single banner, we put it so you've got to post on just 2 of them. And Elias has come on, which means he wants to say something. So, hey, brother, good morning to you. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning. How are you, Dave?
I'm doing better, my friend. How's the fishing going?
So far, so good. This is the time. Well, I just wanted to comment something concerning Instagram.
Okay,
we have
ahead.
this case. we have this case because I have people here in Honduras. They have good phones, and they cannot post into Instagram. And I have some people that can post into Instagram. We try to remove the Instagram, put it back again, remove the application, put it back again, but still have the same problem. So I doubt it's a matter of blocking.
So where do you, Elias, now that you've got technical experience, where do you think, and we can, it's a wide open call, you know, I don't hide things from people,
Yeah.
but where do you think the problem could lay?
I have been trying to, to look around. Actually, in my phone, I cannot do Instagram anyway. So I was trying to see what's the problem. I can use Instagram normally. I could post Instagram. I could do anything on Instagram. The only thing is that I cannot post from the app to Instagram. It's always take me out and shut down the application. So I think there is a matter in the application, nowhere else.
Okay, so one of the things I found, because what happened was while I was in Egypt, I had chance to do some diving because I'm a big diver, and I was talking to one of the diving guys, and he downloaded the app, and he said after I'd left, and we're still in contact now through WhatsApp, what happened was when he downloaded the app, he didn't give the permissions to do the postings. When I say downloaded the app, downloaded Instagram onto his phone.
The Instagram,
when he was not using the app on the phone, he was using web-based. He could post, but when he had downloaded the Instagram and it had asked for permissions, he hadn't given permission for location, and it's one of the biggest things that stops it. If you've got your location turned off on your phone, a lot of people get panicky because they think that they're being followed around the world, and today, no matter where you are, the government's got an eye on you. Well, they turn off their location tracker on their phone, or even more, we found out that some people have these additional tracking, Find My Phone, things like that, and it blocks certain things. So what you have to do is, if you've got a device that says, hey, I Find My Phone if I've lost it, go into that app, what you've downloaded, and look at the settings. It could be blocking other apps. So it might be that what's creating the problem.
I will take a look at that. Actually, personally, I will take a look at that. I will see what's if it's connected to this kind of problem. I will check that, and if it's done, I will post it in the CRC, so as everybody could know that.
Yeah, and guys, listen up. Elias is a technology guy. Apart from a fishing guy, a dog trainer, and somebody that I'm looking forward to going and doing a barbecue with, he's very, very smart and technical. So he'll look at it. But guys, for those of you that perhaps understand what I just said, let me just repeat it for those who don't. When you have downloaded another app, nothing to do with Avazoo, it could be a phone finder app. It could be something you've got that the app itself has. If you're hiding your location, then our phone can't find you. You can't post, even though if a banner may come up, it would come up under a cookie or something that's in your phone, but it can't do nothing. So it can't direct it out to Instagram. You could have posted or downloaded the Instagram or Twitter account app, and you didn't give it all permissions for third-party apps to do postings, even though you're going to do the posting. But remember, this is a third-party posting. It comes through our link. So if you're having a lot of problems, that's one of the first places to look. And look at that. And of course, we'll be here to support you. But the problem is, when people say it's not working, when I say to you, we get thousands every day postings. We get thousands. That's not nonsense, thousands. So if it's working in our system and we can track it, it means that we have to eliminate our system. Now, we're not saying there isn't an issue with older phones. We know our version doesn't work on older phones. Now, remember, you can always use an emulator like I use BlueStacks on my computer. So you can use that to do your postings. Or another scenario is that you can actually, borrow a friend's phone and download the app on there, log in, and do your postings. I know it's a long shot, but $1 billion is a long shot, right? So do the opportunity you can to improve your odds of making this thing happen for you. All right, next question. Just Elias, do you want to bring up anything in Spanish to our Spanish friends and community?
Yes, please. I will tell them something about the Instagram problem, so they can look for the third-party program or something.
The round robin, Elias, is where I want you to put your focus, because right now, if you go out and get your somebody told, they said they're going to sell a ticket today. That person that comes in today can do postings today, tomorrow onwards, and they're in the round robin. Right now, this is, there's people out there that have said, hey, I'm not doing it because I couldn't get into the round robin. Well, they didn't get the opportunity to get the free ticket, but now watch $20 to get into the round robin so that they can be there. So please make sure everybody understands, even now, they can still get their ticket, get into the round robin. The only difference is, instead of 2 postings, it's 3 postings a day, 3 banners a day instead of 2. And then next week, it'll be 4. So even if they forget a day, they can catch up. I mean, it's a fair competition for everybody, and it allows me to say to the regular they've gone up and beyond. So your camera's not on. If you want it on, you can put it on. If not, go ahead and speak to everybody.
Okay, just a second.
Actually, Elias, I will move my lips so it looks like I'm speaking Spanish to everybody.
Sorry?
I will move my lips as you talk. So it looks like, because
that's okay with me.
I wish I could, and you have no idea.
Okay.
Anyway, over to you. Go ahead.
Ok. Bueno, buenas tardes todos. Buenos días, perdón. Vamos a hablar un poquito más sobre el round robin. Nosotros ya mencionamos esto varias veces, pero es muy importante poner atención al round robin. Solamente faltan 2 semanas para round robin, para calificar al round robin y para tener una oportunidad mucho más grande. Ahora, si hay unas personas nuevas que compran los boletos o quieren comprar los boletos, también pueden aprovechar estos 2 semanas para entrar al round robin. Son 2 semanas. La única diferencia para que ellos pueden poner al día, en vez de publicar 2 banners al día, deben de publicar 3 banners, y en la última semana deben publicar 4 banners. Así van a poner al día con todas las personas el que estaban participando en el concurso del round robin. Eso es muy importante, entonces, de poner atención a esto. Y si tiene alguna persona que quiere comprar un boleto de $20, de $50, de $100, lo que sea, pueden tener el chance de entrar al round robin, ¿verdad? Y poder poner al día. Gracias. Otra cosa, también sobre el problema del Instagram, deben de revisar tu teléfono, si tiene algún programa o aplicación que está bloqueando tu posición. Trata con esto a ver si resuelve el problema. Y yo personalmente voy a hacer unos diagnósticos para ver de dónde viene el problema exactamente. Gracias. Okay, Dave.
All right, thank you so much. All right, so just next question. What we got, bud?
All right. So we do have still quite a bit of questions in regards to the banners. So I do want to kind of maybe possibly address all of them at once. That way it saves a little bit of time for everyone.
Yep.
But first, before I do that, the individual that we asked what country they're from came back and said Jamaica. Just so you know.
So Jamaica is working fine. I have 4 or 5 friends of mine that I fish down there with. They are all on the app, and they are having no issues. Now, they are connected to Wi-Fi. They do it from their boat when they go out fishing. They have these fishing tours every day, these guys, and diving, and they do connect. But when they're on their data plan, it is a slow connection. So at least we now know the country does work. So I would ask you to look at your device, just like we just talked about, see if you've got any settings turned off. That most probably is the first place to go. Now, remember, we're not talking about the Avazoo app settings. We're talking about another third-party app you have inside your phone that you perhaps have got it delaying, stopping, not allowing. You may have to go and give it permission. So that's what you got to look at first. If you have any other problems, if you reach out to me directly on the CRC Center, then I'll hook you up with Jimmy. Jimmy has been down in Jamaica, in Kingston for at least 20 years. He's a good guy, and he will get together with you and help you out. So if you're having a problem after you check it out, reach out to me directly and I'll hook you up with Jimmy. All right. Next question. Go ahead.
Elias, did you have something?
No, I think he was just off mute for a second.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So, and so for those solutions that you provided, that can go for the same for pretty much anyone that's kind of having that issue, because we have, let's see, maybe 2 or 3 other questions in regards to that same problem. So
right. So let me address if it's a recent thing, because somebody asked about promotion. So for those of you who are aware about technology, this is going to be real common sense. For those of you, perhaps it might sound a little confusing, but for example, if you're clicking on a supporter link inside the app, that leaves the app. In other words, you're no longer on your device inside the app. The app that you downloaded works inside and off of your phone. However, if you click on a supporters link, then you'll notice it redirects you to a web base, which means Chrome, Internet Explorer, Firefox, whatever you use. So you may have your settings on that web browser that is creating a problem. Now, since the promotion, we are aware, absolutely aware, that there is a delay on you receiving your entries on your actual phone to show up. So when it leaves and goes over to that web browser to post your sponsor link, what it's doing is taking longer than normal. We're aware of it. We're already on top of it. However, if you want to test our system, as soon as you hit submit and you've done your submission, if you had another web browser open and you was on a computer on your dashboard, you will see them free entries will show up immediately within 8 seconds. We have to go through an audit to make sure we meet them requirements. So even though there's a delay on the phone for your entries to show up, they'll actually show up in your dashboard. One of the things what you can do if they don't show up quickly, log out the app, log back in. It takes 2 seconds if you saved your username and password. Log out, log back in, and it will refresh it so the entries come up. The entries on the app itself are set to reload, but we are narrowing that time so it comes to real time and it's checking it every time there's a change. So we're aware of that. We're already on top of that, fixing that. That is since the promotion started here on certain new banners that's creating it. We've now gone, what it has to do, it has to take your information. It has to collect your referral code. It has to then take it onto the landing page, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, whatever. Then from there, it's got to calculate going through to your own personal page. All that stuff is real quick. It sounds like a lot of work, but it's in milliseconds. However, we have a delay there, which is creating some of the problems for reporting back. We'll have that fixed by the end of the week, I'm sure, so you're aware of it. But that's only going over to the supporters link. The other problems what you guys have, check, first of all, your phone. Check your other programs. If it worked and then it stopped working, look at what you just installed on your phone. Look that perhaps you've done an update on your phone or the apps. The apps often just automatically upgrade. And when they upgrade, that turns something off. So look at your existing apps and then you'll see if you've got one in there. A common one we see is one called Find My Phone. You download that and it blocks other people until you give it permission. So go and have a look at that. All right, next question, Justin.
Okay, great. Thanks for going into detail on that too, because we did have quite a bit of questions with that same thing. So,
all right, awesome.
Okay, so next question. I'm not exactly sure what the context of it is, but I'll ask it anyway. It says, "What is round robin problem solving?"
What is round robin problem solving? So I'm not sure exactly what the context of that message is. What is the round robin problem solving? If you're saying what does it solve what problem, it means that there are excuse me. For those of you who just joined the call or know, I've had pneumonia and bronchitis, and it's been a struggle to get it out of my lungs. So it's not a cough; it's actually further more issues than that. But thank you for some of you guys. Just so you know, I want to apologize for me coughing while I'm on the air. So the round robin problem solving. If there's anything, we've got 50 million people, ticket holders, plus promotional people. 25 million of those people are going to come from, this is estimated, half of the people are going to come from just Googling $billion raffle. In other words, they saw the $1 billion raffle on TV or talk show, or they were at a party, a cookout, and somebody talked about $1 billion raffle. They're going to go home and they're going to Google $1 billion raffle. That person's going to come over and sign up to buy a ticket. That's called an orphan. So what we're doing is placing them orphans under the people that have been supporting Avazoo. Now, we had competitions to get you into the round robin originally because that was the regulator requirement. Just, you can't just give these away. There's got to be something for it, which is what the regulator required us. However, when he closed off the competitions, he turned around and said that we would be able to, if there were individuals that went up and beyond to see our success, participate, be one of us, that we could manually go ahead and enter them into the round robin. What we done was, when I got back from Egypt, I wanted to do all this testing for marketing to make sure we get the bigger results, because money is money. And when you're spending money on advertisement, it gets expensive. So we put this little deal together so we can test different banners, test different pages. So we're solving problems. And by you helping us solve the problems, we're placing you in the round robin because you've gone up and beyond. Hopefully that's the answer to your question. Next one up, Just.
All right. Let's see here. Okay, so this is a bit of a long question. So the question says, when will the drawing be held? I think June, but what about those people who cannot attend? They have a promotional $100 ticket. They will also be included in the lucky drawing. But before, Avazoo gave a gift worth $3,500 to many people on a live call. If someone cannot attend due to some reason, what will then happen?
Whoa, that was about 5 questions in one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start. Everybody get this written down on a piece of paper. Stop what you're doing. If you're playing with the kids, listen carefully. So if it comes up again, you've all got the answers. Yep. The raffle will not complete until all 50 million tickets are sold, period. And if we're not advertising or we're not marketing, which we're not right now because of the issues with the pay system, we can't kick it off. So the raffle will be announced once the 50 million tickets are sold. Then there will be a 30-day window where we will do, everybody will get the last 30 days to get their free entries. Then we will announce the actual official raffle date. We've always predicted 100 days from when the marketing starts. So let's assume we're testing right now in marketing. We are behind, obviously. We explain why we're behind. But let's say that everything goes great through this testing, which I'm watching right now while we've been on this morning. We're getting ticket people sign up right now today. So we do believe that the marketing is working. If everything goes good, we kick that thing live May 1st. May 1st, now you got to count down 100 days. And then 30 days after that, we'll announce when it is. So no raffle, whether it takes a year from now or 10 years from now, it doesn't matter. 50 million tickets have to be sold before the raffle can be done. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, the gift that you had. First of all, let's take out the assumption that you can sell it. Okay, the gift was given to you guys to come to the event for a particular reason. If you've been getting free entries throughout this whole process and being rewarded like getting on a call, that means that you have a bigger probability of winning a prize than somebody that bought a ticket on the last day of bought 50 millionth ticket or 49,999,000. So by you having more entries, we give you all the option to get a $3,500 gift that will be to come to the event. The goal of that is you're one of the winners that we can pull you off stage, or pull you on stage, should I say, out of the audience, and you will be up on stage talking to the world, saying, hey, I can't believe this. I started with Avazoo when it happened, blah, blah, blah. So the gift is given to you for a purpose, A, to say thank you, and B, for you to be at the event. So there is no goal with the company or anybody with the company for you to sell that ticket. However, we do understand situations happen, whether it's an accident, an illness, something that perhaps you can't travel. What will happen is when all the tickets are sold, you'll have the opportunity to put that ticket onto an auction site on the CRC. Just like a eBay auction site, you'll be able to put that ticket. Now, before that ticket can go on that auction site, you're going to have to prove to us why you cannot come to the event. You can't just say, I don't want to go. It's a gift, and the gift has been made clear is for you to be at the event. So we've had certain people from Nigeria, all they're interested in. We found some person trying to sign it, sell their ticket online. That person is not only has he now been out of our system, but he lost about 7,000 entries. Guys, don't take any chances. This is truly a gift. Don't look the gift horse in the mouth. I think they say this is for you to come to the event, to get to know us. It's food, it's drink, it's entertainment, celebrities. It's a lifetime deal. However, we do understand certain people may not be able to, and you'll have the opportunity to sell that ticket on an auction site after the 50 million tickets. Now, listen carefully. That means people at this stage most probably will be really, really wanting to get into this raffle. So that $3,500 that you might be able to sell today, tomorrow, now most probably will become a higher value because it's a demand. And the reason we designed it and approved it this way was so instead of it being $3,500, you might get $10,000 for that ticket. So there's a madness behind my thought. But you are not here for a free gift to go and sell so that you are able just to get the money. That's not what Avazoo is about, giving money out to people in causes around the world. It's not a network marketing affiliate program that we're trying to build a wealth for you. So please understand that you're going to have to prove that, hey, I can't go. These are the reasons I can't go. And this is why I want to put it to sell. It cannot be sold any other way apart from through our auction site. Hopefully, Justin, I answered all the questions. Did I?
Yeah, I think so. We get that question quite a bit, so it's nice that you went into detail with it. So thank you.
Good. Yeah, make sure everybody's aware of it. They cannot sell the ticket until after all 50 million tickets are sold, and they can only sell it on our auction site, intentionally designed to increase the price of tickets, because we're going to be selling more tickets to the event. So if we've got somebody out there trying to sell a ticket for $1,500 and we're trying to get $5,000 for it so we can generate more money, it's fighting against us. It's an opposite. So it's designed intentionally to increase the value, but it's a gift, and the gift is given to you, not for you to go on and try and sell and make money on. That's not what the design is. So anyway, next question.
Okay. Here's a good question. For those who can't access the banners to post from the app for any reason, could you set up access to doing that from the CRC?
We are in the process of working on a web-based way of doing it. The problem is, so you know, the web-based creates a location issue for us to pick up for our sponsors. So it's a little bit more confusing with a web base than what it is. For example, to give you a little couple of the problems. So a lot of people have an IP blocker on their computers for obvious reasons. And our sponsors are devoted to the area. So what you're testing this week with these new banners, by the way, is some of you are now seeing different banners and other people are. So if we got a sponsor that is paying sponsor money to post, say, in London, and you've got a blocker on your web, then what's going to happen is the sponsor's getting taken advantage of the money, because obviously he's paying for advertisement, but it's not getting seen. So the web base is a lot more complicated for us, for our sponsors, where it's more challenging on a mobile device with the IPs being hidden. So that's why. So we are working on it. We have not yet got the solution. So we will eventually, hopefully, have a way that you can do it. There is a position that we feel that we can work off of the social sites that the tech guys are looking at, that it can be posted from a social site, meaning go to your Facebook page and you can post from there, that we feel may work, but we're still looking at it and got to get permissions. But we are aware of trying to come up with something, and we will eventually get there, just not right now.
Okay, great. What is Avazoo's advice concerning Uzava VIP registration?
It's up to you. So look, this is how it is. Inside the app, you will always get the banners to post for free. Okay, so you're always going to get 4 banners, 5 banners, whatever it is in there. You're always going to be able to get them to post for free. The sponsor link, which takes over to Avazoo Technology, that's an outside independent company from the regulator, designed intentionally by the request of the regulator. The regulator did not want to regulate sponsorship money. His regulator's job is, hey, I've got a license, 50 million tickets, and that's my job to regulate that. When we went over to the app and included sponsors, there were going to be additional money coming in that is not counted for the raffle or for what we're doing. It's for operations cost. The regulator didn't want that, so they had to go to an independent company. So Avazoo Technology is Avazoo backwards. That's all it is. We wanted to keep the tie. We're not hiding it, but it had to be a standalone company. That standalone company has what they call bandwidth, that we have to pay bandwidth. So there is a fee for people to go over to Avazoo Technology. The fee is as little as, first of all, you're going to get 3 to 5 free sponsors. We're not going to go back on a word. We said you get free entries. So there'll be 3 to 5 everyday sponsors in there that you don't pay for. However, if you want to increase your entries, you can pay $1.99 a month, $2 a month, and it releases more sponsors. If you pay $4.99, and don't quote me dead on the prices because Sean had moved some numbers around. If you pay $4.99 a month, it increases more. And for $10 a month, it will guarantee you that you can get 1,000 free entries a day. So somebody comes along and pays $10, it'll guarantee you that you can get up to 1,000 free entries a day. So there'll be multiple sponsors. You'll obviously have to click on them and go through them, but you can get up to 1,000 free entries a day for $10 a month. The concept, the idea behind it is very common. It's common sense. Number one, the income pays for the bandwidth, but number two, it allows people to come in the last month to be able to go out and get some free entries. Our methodology of the game is all about the free entries. It's a playing field level for everybody. You can't go into indebtedness because you can only buy one ticket, but more effort you put forward, more free entries you can get. Therefore, we wanted to make sure that last person on that last day, that there's a 30-day window, can go in and pay $10, and they can go in and get extra entries to help them increase their probability to make a level playing field. And that's what Avazoo Technologies does, and the sponsorship link does. Next question.
Okay, great. All right. Do we have any prize giveaways before the big day?
Yes, monthly bonus prizes will start this month. Listen, there is a message come up at 10:13 just, and it said, it's from Chuck, and it says, I borrowed someone's device when I traveled and tried to post the banners. I got the free entries, but the banners were posted on his own social media handle instead of mine. Well, that is good to know that you signed in on his phone. That is awesome. But the reason it was is you should have signed out his social site, his Facebook, and signed into your Facebook. So if you want to try that again to make sure it works, you can log in on that person's phone, log him out of his Facebook or Instagram, log into your phone book, Instagram, and then redo it, and it will post on yours. But right now, you got a friend of yours who's posting for you, and you're getting free entries, even though it's gone on his social site. So it's not a bad move, Chuck. All right, next question, Just.
Okay, great. Do we start posting 3 banners to 2 social media sites today? Oh, are you on mute? I can't hear you.
Yeah, as soon as you, I was coughing, so I apologize. As soon as you get off this call, you got to post 3 banners on 2 different social sites. Make your comment, and you got to go over to the sponsorship and click on one of the links on the videos on YouTube, and you got to go over and make a comment in the YouTube, and you can go to the same video each day. You have to complete this every day from now to the end of the month. You can make different comments, different videos. You can do more. You don't have to just do one video, so you can get more free entries. The idea is push the views, push the comments, so as the new people coming from advertisement, they can see that there's a lot of comments and a lot of views on it. So that will help people make their decision on purchasing, which means they go into the round robin. So you're helping us, helping you. So you start today. If it was last week you started, then you only have to do 2 comments each day. If you accidentally missed a day last week, instead of you thinking you're out of the round robin now, no, it just means now onwards this week, you do 3 postings. And then next week, if you miss one, you still have the opportunity for the last week because you'll be able to do 4 postings. So, and we'll keep you updated. The only other thing you have to do is either watch or attend Wednesdays and Saturdays call. So today's call, we've give out the 2 words, which was Golden Knights. Something that's been said in this call today, the Golden Knights gets you 100 free entries. This video will be posted here after the call within a couple of hours of when it renders, and it'll have a little statement in there and the form, and it allow people to come back and watch tomorrow or the next day, so you can do it half at a time, a quarter of a time. You don't have to sit for an hour and listen to the whole thing, but sometime in there, there'll be a 3rd question that will say, what are the 2 words, Golden Knights? What is the 3rd question? And then it might be something like, what did David and Elias talk about? And the answer is fishing, or whatever it may be. Okay, there'll be a 3rd question. That person watches the video, so we know they went and watched the video at their leisure, and then that means you answer the question. Not only do you get the 50 free entries because you get half by watching the recording, you also now are counted that you watched either Saturday and Wednesdays, and you only have to do that for the next couple of weeks to keep you guys updated. It's designed that way. Next question, Justin.
Okay. Next question is ironically something that you and I had a conversation about earlier this week. But could we have a default banners
in
addition?
Draft day?
No, not that. All right. So can we have default banners in addition to the sponsor and regional banners that would also appear, even if the player's GPS location or region doesn't have active banners?
So if your GPS is turned off on your phone location, our banners are not going to find it, period. Because you can't have a system designed that works off of a GPS and then it doesn't on other ones. So we can't do that. So if your device is turned off, you're not going to see any of the banners locations. But Pacific banners now have been operating in Pacific locations. Justin and I tested this week. Other people had tested. We tested Las Vegas. We narrowed it from 10 kilometers to 5 kilometers. Deanna's on the other side of town in Vegas. She couldn't see the banner that I could see. So all of it now is operational. We've been working on it a long time and it works. So we'll be able to now define. We have a particular lady, the girl I just told you about, Birthday Bev. Her job is to find what's going on around the world. Obviously, TV networks do their job, but if you don't catch it at the right time, they move on to the next story. Bev's job is to go and find out what's going on, fires, things of that nature in neighborhoods, and then we're able to get that approved, posted. We tried to do it through the Communication Resource Center, and again, we got, unfortunately, certain people were trying to take advantage of the system so they could get something for themselves or their families. So we still have it in the CRC where you can post it, but now we have Bev that actually goes out and double checks everything and finds locations. So once we know there's a problem, whether it's a earthquake, fire, whatever, now it gets posted on the banner so that we can, or she gets the banner directed, and it'll say, so-and-so neighborhood, and it will only show up in your neighborhood. So some of you have been seeing this week, maybe. Some of you are seeing it next week. If there's nothing that we have picked up on, then we won't know about it. Obviously, the CRC is designed for you to bring forward that information. And as you get to recognize what we do, then I think you'll find that it will become more common. So if there's a fire in your neighborhood, then Bev finds it. If you're able to find it, we put a banner. The banner goes up in your apps So when you open it up and you're aware now that something's gone wrong in your neighborhood, your community, and then you're able to jump in and help if you want to do that and get rewarded with free entries. So there is a design to all of it. It's like anything else, guys. A lot of people, and listen carefully on this one, a lot of people have told us over the years, man, this is complicated. It's not like a lottery. No, it's not like a lottery. This is called participating to make a change, not just do the same thing day in, day out. When you guys got onto YouTube, when it first come out, you didn't know what to do. When you went to Facebook, you didn't know what to do. Once you all know how it works and the world knows how it works, it'll be just common sense that you open the app and say, okay, somebody's got a fire in my neighborhood. I want to report it so I can help them. So this is all a learning curve for people, and it's going to take the next 1, 2, or 3 raffles before the world really grasp about what we're doing to make a change. When it does, each one of those 50 million community will come together as a family, not just talk it, but we'll actually do it. And we'll be able to report things, help people out as a community, rather than just listen and watch things on TV and say, oh, that's sad, and don't do nothing about it. Because these people now are in your community where you will feel, hey, I need to help out because this is my next door neighbor. That is the goal of it. We know we're not going to accomplish 100%, but if we can swap the rule from 80-20, so, it's normally 80% of people do nothing and 20% do. If we can swap that or change that number, that is 80% do something and 20% done, we've done a miracle. We've been blessed. However, we may just to adjust a few people, but in each community, each 50 million raffle now can work together to make a difference in that community. It's not going to be easy. If anybody sit here and you're telling your friends and you tell them about this and they say, wow, that's a challenge. Yeah, it is. But you know what? There's nothing wrong with the challenge as long as you're geared up for it and, mentally you're ready to go. We're ready to go. We have been. We're mentally ready for the no's. You don't need a lot of yeses to offset a lot of no's. So just remember, we are breaking the rules. We're making a change. This is philanthropy in a different way that we're bringing a community together. And we can do that. Absolutely, we can do that. So just next question.
All right. So I just want to make sure. So Mercy said that we missed her question, so I had her post it again. But it appears it is a question that we asked earlier. She might have just was not here when we were talking about it. But just because she missed it, if you don't mind covering again, that would be.
Which one was the question?
The question was, if 2 of my referrals paid for their tickets today, if a third pays now, will that qualify me for the round robin?
Yes, the answer is yes.
Yeah.
But it's the round robin today is just by going out and doing postings. So if you've already got 2 already paid from the people that we had the promotion and the third one pays, now with this promotion, you will get not only 1 person drop on you in the round robin, now you'll get 2 people drop on you in the round robin. So any of you have got previous ticket holders, get them to get their payments done, because the round robin over this month, now it all fills up and done. You guys get placed. All these people go in there. So this is a great opportunity to get more than 1. Get them going to make their payments, participate in this new program. And the maximum you can get, if you got the double down program, you qualify through the Christmas holiday with the round robin, then you can get 7 people that could fall on you every time it rotates around. 7 times 15 is 105 entries every time it rolls to you. It could roll around to you 10 times a day. So it's huge to get both. So get that person paid up, and then at the same time, work on this new promotion and get the posting done. Next question.
All right. So we do have a question here about the Christmas gift again, if you're okay with answering that.
Yeah, let's not. The time's going on. If somebody's asking the question about the Christmas gift, go back and watch the recording. It was right around an hour into the recording. You'll be able to watch it on YouTube. I'm worried about the time, Just. It's 20 to 12.
Yeah, no problem. All right. Let me just make sure we're not missing anything else. I think that might be it for questions.
Okay. All right. So
yeah, I think we're good.
Are we wrapping? All right,
Yeah.
guys. I don't want to cut off anybody with questions, but some of you, it's late at night time. Some of you have got other things to do, and it's important. I really do try to get these things done in that hour if possible. So our next call will be Monday update call. We got some announcements on Monday update call. I will be going through a couple of things with the reward program as well. We do have another new launch coming up in May 1st that you guys want to start preparing on. It's to do with some photographs, again, for the movie. So we'll talk about that on Monday. Try to do your postings. And if you have any issues, let us know. Make sure you spread this word on the CRC Center and email your friends about still getting in the round robin. That this video will be up. They will be able to go over. They'll have the 2 words, which is obviously Golden Knights, and then it'll be a 3rd question. They have to watch that video to get that 3rd question. They will get 50 free entries. From once we hang up the call, the 100 entries is over. So make sure you've all gone and put your 2 keywords in, which is Golden Knights, Golden Knights. Okay, and then the people who watch afterwards, there'll be a 3rd question that they have to watch the video so they can get it. Guys, please make sure they do that so they can get in. Please post your banners, make your comments on the videos. You can make more than one comment on the same video. Go in and make your comments about the video. So when people are looking and they understand, hey, this is, what is this video about? Please write about it. To make sure you've got your comment posted. It is monitored by Carol in the CRC. Just do a screenshot or she'll go and check. Put it into the CRC so other people can see it. Put the link so they can do that. This is what we call going up and beyond. It's only another couple of weeks. We are already emailing right now. People are already coming in. So it's kind of exciting. I've actually seen 4 signups this morning while I was on here. I just checked. So that's kind of new, and it's coming from the emails. These are going out to AAP program. The AAP program is now working. The last banner, the last 2 banners inside the app, if you click on them, that will take you over to your personal page. It'll go to your social site. When you click on it, it goes over to your personal page, and then they'll be able to see the new look. And then at the bottom, they will be able to fill in the paperwork. Do not fill in the paperwork if you're just trying to test it. If you get through the system, it will give you a 2nd ticket. If it gives you the 2nd ticket, it's illegal under the terms and conditions, and it will delete both. So don't go and test it with your own account going in there, meaning it would recognize your email. So you would have to put in a different email, but it's still you. And if it's you, that means you have 2 tickets, which means you get voided by both. So if you want to test the AAP program, the sign-up page, then do it with somebody as a friend that has no connection at this stage to go in or will buy a ticket. But that all works. They get an email come out like I showed earlier. If you got on the call late, go back and watch the recording. I went through it. I showed you. But basically what would happen is do not take a risk at this stage of being deleted. We are live. We're under the regulator. Absolutely do not take any risk of being deleted. But you can get a friend. If you got a store, have the store sign up. Have them 3 images put up there. Have them get the email. Have them get their new code, which will say on their new code AAP instead of player. So, guys, that is all up operational. Please have a great weekend. Be blessed. I'll see you on Monday's call. Get the word out to people. It's been great having you here, and look forward to seeing you on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks, Just. Thanks, Elias. God bless to you all. Love to you.